Welcome back, everybody, to the 12 Days of My League. This is day number 10 as we are nearing a close. Only 3 more seasons left. We are about to set off season number 9 here in today's episode as our Alaska Chill have won the past 4 NBA championships. That is a lot. And we're going to try to get a 5th straight ring. Fill up the whole hand, if you know what I'm saying. So, we have a few contract extensions to go over. Terrence Clark, Travis Perry, Sincere Harris, Christopher Lockett, Ben Rosenborough. They are all guys who are going to be free agents this pending off season, and that's not really a good thing. Not to mention Kawhi Leonard is as well, but he's not as important with his older age. So we're going to have to make some moves we don't like, and that's going to likely involve trades. So we are definitely the least emotionally attached to Ben Rosenborough because he's never played for us, and he's the worst of the group. So we're going to get the Denver Nuggets first-round pick. It is protected, but we're still going to get it. And then we're also going to trade for Josh Okogie. Okogie was with the team back towards the beginning of the series. He is now back nearly a decade later, and he's probably not going to get a ton of playing time for us. Just a veteran leader, could be trade bait down the line, but for right now, he'll just maybe come off the bench. I don't know. So somehow we have 5 first-round picks this year, which I didn't even notice until just now. And I guess we've just all of the future first-round picks we've been stockpiling happen to all be in 2028. So we might be able to capitalize this offseason by making a big move. So let's take a look now for rotation. Same starting lineup as it's been. That has not changed at all. And then the bench, for the most part, is similar as well. Actually, I think it's exactly the same if I'm not mistaken. So let's do a little bit of simulating, and the team is looking really, really good. But first, we're going to re-sign Terrence Clark on a 3-year deal. He cannot go anywhere, and he accepts. So we are currently 32-1. Just recently lost a couple games ago. Here's a look at the rest of the standings. And then on to the Eastern Conference, it's the Indiana Pacers, who are in first place. So, good for them. We have not really seen a lot of the Pacers in this series, but they do have Zion, so I guess that's why. Looking at the All-Star teams, we have 4 players. LaMelo Ball, who has his own team. He has Bronny James on his squad, and he also has Travis Perry coming off the bench. And then James Wiseman is on the other team. So Team USC beats Team World. We do not have anybody in this game for our team. But Team World only had 5 players, who I think are all from America. And they all got 48 minutes, so I'm confused. And then the All-Star game, Team Cade Cunningham beats Team LaMelo by 7. So James Wiseman's team gets the win. He also has Bol Bol on his team. Isn't that interesting? And then LaMelo, Bronny, and Travis Perry all get All-Star Ls. So next, we have the awards, and it's Mikey Williams who wins MVP, averaging basically 40 points a game. Marcus Johnson, Rookie of the Year. Jabari Smith, Sixth Man of the Year. James Wiseman, our very own, wins Defensive Player of the Year. He has many Defensive Player of the Years. This is his probably 5th by now. It is his 4th. Okay, close enough. He has won the past 4. And just so you guys know, when you're looking at these stats, remember the scoring numbers are inflated because the shot clock changed to 20 seconds. And look who wins Most Improved Player. It's actually Travis Perry, which is a surprise because I looked at Rocco Proxine stats. Proxine was on our team last year. Now he's on the Jazz. He went from 8 points per game to 26. But I'm not complaining, I suppose. So LaMelo, Bronny, and Wiseman all make the All-NBA second team. So they are all there together. And Wiseman finally beats out Kai Jones. Finally. All-Defensive first team. Wiseman is actually joined by Sincere Harris, believe it or not. There's the Defensive second team featuring LaMelo Ball. And then nobody is on the all-rookie teams. So taking a look at the numbers, everybody did well. I mean, this team went 78-4. LaMelo averaged 25, Wiseman 25, Bronny 27, Clark and Perry over 22. The bench was solid as well. Kawhi actually tore his ACL, though, so he's not going to be playing in the playoffs. He only averaged 5.2 points per game. But I want to take a look at Sincere Harris for a minute. All defensive first team. Look at those efficiency numbers. Almost 58% from the field, 98% from the line, almost 50% from 3. And I want to look at his free throws. 99 for 202 from the line this season, and 677 for 700 in his career. That is just flat out incredible. So we're obviously the first seed, taking on the 16-seeded San Antonio Spurs, who we've played numerous times in playoffs. They're still, I wouldn't say led by Paul George, but he's still on the team. They had Michael Porter Jr., who's still on the roster, but he is hurt, and we should have absolutely no problem with these guys. Whenever we play them in the playoffs, it's usually in the first or second round, which I don't think is by coincidence. So this should be a sweep, or at worst case, 5 games, and sure enough, we sweep them. Not too surprising. So we have a Miami Heat in the second round. They just beat the Pelicans, which means we will not play Bol Bol in the playoffs. This is the first time in the series that we do not have Bol Bol in the roster, or do not have him in the playoffs. So here's the Miami Heat team. I think the most interesting part about them is they have Zaire Wade, who is Dwayne Wade's son. So now we have the Oklahoma City Thunder in the conference finals after beating Miami in 5. They have Mikey Williams, who put up 78 points in a game this season. They also have some other good players like Rui Hachimura, Jalen Duren. So we should beat these guys. They're a good team, but we sweep them. Now we got the Pacers in the finals. Their starting lineup does not look that good. And then you see Zion. You also see De'Aaron Fox coming off the bench. But yeah, they have guys like TJ Leaf in their starting lineup. Like, ouch. TJ Leaf will not even play in our rotation. So they also have Josh Hart, who won Most Improved Player back in Season 1 with us. Then we traded him back in Season 2. And as you can see, we sweep the Pacers. So that means we win back-to-back finals. 5 in a row. You can fill up a whole hand of rings. LeBron James only won 3 NBA championships in his 20-year career. Bronny James has played in the league 5 years, and he's won a ring all 5 years. So here's a look at the retirements. Got guys like Nikola Vucevic, DeAndre Jordan, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson. Some other decent players in here like Kevin Knox, Dario Saric, Fred VanVleet, Fiondu Kabengele, Duncan Robinson. And then look at the stat retirements. We got Mike Malone and Jim Boylan, who will be pulling up the clipboards as Kyrie makes the Hall of Fame. Well-deserved. And then Kyrie and Klay get their jerseys retired. Kyrie and Klay both stayed with the Nets and Warriors, respectively, up until the very end, which I think is pretty cool. League meetings, of course, we have to add a new rule every single year to make the league interesting. This year, we will be eliminating the goaltending rule. So I'm curious to see what the block numbers are going to be looking like next year. I think we'll be seeing guys averaging 4 or 5 blocks a game. And on to the draft lottery, and we kind of have the first overall projected pick. Unfortunately, it falls to 5. Toronto gets the first pick. But we do have picks 5, 11, 25, 27, and 31. We got pick 11 from the Rosenborough trade. I don't remember the other deals. So all of our staff were on 4-year contracts. Well, those contracts have ended, so now we have a new staff. I think most importantly, Jacob Underwood is back at head coach. Our assistant coach is Kevin Durant. So welcome to the team, KD. Durant and Kawhi are teammates now, kind of, sort of, not really. So we're making a trade. All of our first-round picks, other than 31. So that's 5, 11, 25, and 27 for the first pick. We'll reselect center Dick Madison out of Pittsburgh. He is 7'3". And since these are all fake players, I am naming them after subscribers. But I'm not going to change Dick Madison's name for obvious reasons. And then we are going to make a trade here. Pick 31 and pick 62 is headed to the, I know it looks like the 76er background, but it's actually the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Roy Collins. Collins was just the 23rd pick in this year's draft, and we will be changing him into a subscriber because his name is nowhere near as funny as our main man, Dick Madison's. So here's a look at the draft, of course, ending up with 2 rookies, nobody in the second round because we traded our only second-round pick in the Roy Collins deal. But here's a look at the second round if you're curious. I don't know why you would be, but hey, I guess maybe you are curious. So we're going to be signing Madison, going to be signing Collins, and also going to be signing Vladimir Lukovsky. We drafted him a couple years ago. He has 1 more season of draft and stats left. So here's Roy Collins. He is going to turn into Vincent Bray. Now, I did get a decent amount of players from the subscribers, but nobody actually made a small forward, which is ironic. So I just chose the player that most resembled a small forward. So we're going to accept Tariq Watson and Rodrigo Guerrero's team options. Looking at the player options, guys like Cade Cunningham, Jaren Jackson, RJ Hampton, Brandon Ingram, they are among the players who declined their team options. Zaire Wade, Bol Bol as well. And looking at qualifying offers, Travis Perry, Christopher Blockett, Sincere Harris. We want to bring back them all, But if we have to choose, Travis Perry is definitely the priority. So, on to free agency. Perry, Harris, and Lockett are among the 5 best free agents in the class. So, teams are going to want them, I'll tell you that. So, Lockett's preparing to get an offer from the Jazz, Perry with the Kings, and we have enough money to accept them both. The only problem is we're going to have to renounce for rights of Vladimir Lukovsky, which I do not want to do, but we don't really have a choice. And now we have some decision-making. Christopher Lockett or Sincere Harris. I don't know if we're going to have enough money for both of them, so for right now, we're just going to accept Lockett. And if it lets us get Sincere Harris too, that'll be great. If I had a choice, as you can tell by these numbers, I'm going to pick Sincere Harris over Lockett. But if we have to go with Lockett over Harris, I won't be upset, per se. Really, as long as we get Travis Perry, it's not the end of the world, I guess. So, here we go. Time to simulate. And Sincere Harris should be receiving some offers, and he's going to get one from the Hornets. And sure enough, we can match all 3 of them, which is what we are going to do. So Travis Perry, Christopher Lockett, and Sincere Harris are back on the team, and they'll be sticking around for the rest of the series, it looks like. And then we got to re-sign Kawhi. 1 year, 6.73. He's not going to play much this year because of his ACL injury, but I just want to bring him back because it's Kawhi. Looking at the player progression, Bronny James goes up 2, passing LaMelo, getting close to Wiseman. Also got Travis Perry going up 2, Tariq Watson up 1, Christopher Lockett up 1, Rolando Guerrero up by 3. I think I've been calling him Rodrigo Guerrero, so my bad, Rolando. Also got Kawhi going down by 4. I don't even think that includes the injury, so he has fallen off. We're going to give everybody 3 throw camps. Sincere Harris was not at a 99 originally somehow. Now he is, if you were wondering. And then we are going to give conditioning over to our forward, Travis Perry. So that'll do it for episode number 10. I hope you guys enjoyed. The team looks pretty much exactly the same. And our core of players outside of Tariq Watson all have contract extensions up to the end of the series. So life is good.
Hey,